Let's play put a finger down, live-in, nanny, babysitter, housekeeper edition. Okay, put a finger down if the first thing you notice when you walk through the door at night is the 3 things you told her were super important that she did that day still aren't done. Put a finger down if you are sitting down at the dinner table and notice that really dirty, gross splotch of who knows what on your baseboard is still there 3 weeks later, or that big glop of stuck on who knows what is still on the floor and it's been 3 weeks, or the area behind the toilet is still dusty and gross, meaning she still has not cleaned there and you've been watching it every day for a month to check. Put a finger down if you suspect that she is not using her time wisely while you are running around at work every day, not eating lunch, barely taking a minute to use the bathroom when you need to, and you really feel like she might be stretching things out. Put a finger down if every week when you hand over the money to pay her, you tell yourself, that's it. This week, I'm going to sit down with her and tell her the 5, 6 things that are really on my mind and bothering me. And yet another week goes by and you don't get up the courage to do it because you don't really like conflict, and being a manager of an employee is really not that much fun. Put a finger down. This is so hard for me. Put a finger down if at night, laying in bed, you turn over to your husband and say, oh my gosh, let me tell you what happened today. This happened. Or, you know that spot I was telling you about? She still didn't clean it today. Can you believe it? And your husband surprisingly doesn't really want to hear about it and says, honey, just fire her or get a new one or just tell her. But he doesn't seem to understand that none of those solutions are easy and good. The work's going to fall back on you mostly if you let go of her. And how do you know if you're going to find someone even better? And your friends don't have great solutions either. If any of these things are true for you, as they are for so many families out there, why are you still with the same person? If a friend called you and they were putting up with something like this, you would tell them, oh my gosh, get rid of that person. But we never take that advice ourselves. Why? Listen, it's hard to be a manager. Just because you got married and had a child, have a job or don't, and need household help or a babysitter, that doesn't mean you're a great manager of an employee. That doesn't mean you want to lean into tough conversations. That doesn't mean you necessarily know how to help direct someone's behavior in an encouraging way that affects improvement, and then help monitor that over time and keep that relationship real, honest, and positive while doing that, while correcting someone. These are all really hard skills, and you got help in your home because you needed help, not because you needed more work as a manager. I completely get it. Absolutely understand. So what's to do about it? This is where an agency just is so important for certain people. An agency can have those conversations with you, for you, give you the words to say, stop you from irritating your husband at night who doesn't want to hear about it. Let you and your friends talk about something else. Your friends can bicker about just talk kibitz about how awful the person working for them is. And you can say, my lady's pretty great. And when I have an issue, Rena and her team help me work it out. That can be the reality for you. And this is what a great agency does. They don't just help you hire the right person. Now, granted, 99% of agencies out there don't do that, but they shouldn't just help you hire the right person. I don't know of another agency doing what we do, but I think it's essential that at the end of our contract length, we don't have an end to our contracts. We just transition once, like the timeline of just making sure a lady is your lady, which is 6 months with us. We give 6 months to work with her and make sure only after that there are no backsies. We are right by you as your free human resources department for the lifetime of your match, because you need that person to call and be like, she asked for a week off and I said no because it's a super important week for us, and now she's pounding around the house, passive aggressive, really upset, slamming cabinets, and I'm not going to live like this. What is going on? There are so many things that we can help with. Rena, we have an opportunity to go away for a month this summer. but we're not going to not pay her for a month. And then again, I can't afford to go away and pay her for a month's salary. What do we do? Been there, done that a million times. I've got ideas, no problem. I've worked it out with thousands of families. There are so many problems that come up when you're trying to manage an employee in your home. Even more so, the lines get blurred between employee and employer when they're working in your most intimate space and with your children in your home. Often it's women to women in these relationships, the mother of the family with the childcare or housekeeper, childcare provider or housekeeper who's typically a woman. And neither typically loves confrontation. If one loves it more, that's the person who's going to dominate the relationship. Many women out there are getting abused, really, and taken advantage of by their housekeepers and nannies and babysitters because that woman's not afraid of conflict and she starts calling the shots and you allow it. I hate to tell you, it's kind of your fault. You're allowing that. But when you have someone ready to stand up for you and kind of say, nah, we're not doing that. We're going to talk about this issue and we're going to make sure it's fair for everyone, then you win. So that free support for the lifetime of your match, and our matches are usually about 3 years long, that's just part of working with us. And I think personally, every agency, of course, should do this because I think it's essential to having a high quality relationship so that you're not one of these put a finger down people who's miserable at the end of every day and paying money for that. That should not be your reality. So if you put any of those fingers down, any of them, there is improvement to be had in that relationship. And if your current agency that helped you help connect you with your current person isn't there helping you, are they even an agency? What are they even doing? Like, where's the value in that for you? And if you didn't find someone through an agency, but you're having the hardest time managing them, what money did you even save? Okay, you didn't pay 1 week's salary to an agency, but every week you're paying someone who irritates the heck out of you and is only doing a very subpar job. Okay, yes, they're keeping your child alive or your house is like your dishes are washed. But if you're not happy at the end of the day and you're spending a lot of money, what value is there for you? If you're not getting the most out of what you're spending, okay, you got a phone number for free and you hired them, but managing them is such an important part of this, and making sure that you feel you're getting value out of the relationship is really the bottom line. So if we can be helpful, here we are. Don't be one of these put a finger down people. It's just not worth it. Life's too short. And your husband doesn't want to hear about it. They're all the same, I promise you. It's not just yours. Every woman says the same. So reach out. We will help you. Have 5 fingers up high, positive, a great relationship. Of course, every employer wishes their employee worked a little more, wanted a little less money for it. But being satisfied and happy overall in the relationship is certainly the goal, and it shouldn't be the exception to the rule.